Recording in progress.
Hi and welcome. Can you hear me?
السلام عليكم.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
So first of all, I share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
yes.
Okay.
See,
Okay. Hi and welcome to the third test training session on beginners course on Google Earth Engine. And I am Mijan and I will be tutor for this course. So basically this is our last day course training content, and today I will try to finish this part. First of all, I will try to discuss how you can easily calculate the different types of satellite images. Suppose you want to make the NDVI, you can calculate the NDVI from the different types of band. Okay, suppose you want to make the NDVI, and I already know that what's the NDVI formula is that near subtract with rate divided by sum of the two band. And today I will try to show you that practically how you can easily calculate the raster calculator for calculating the different types of equation and get the answer for the all of this the indices, how you can easily calculate the satellite images. Okay, then move to the introduction to land cover classification, and in this time I will try to discuss how you can easily make the land cover classification map in Google Earth Engine. So mainly in this time I will know got in the depth of the land cover classification, because this is the introductory part, and I will try to show all of the basic things, so how you can easily make the land cover classification map. And I also try to show you a live project so that you can also make the classification map for the any region in the world, you can easily do it. Okay, so then I also discuss make a LULC map in GEE, then how to export this map as a TIFF format. And previous class I also try to show you that how you can easily export the TIFF format. And after making the land cover classification map, we also try to show how you can easily export this map as a TIFF format. And then we will move to the air quality monitoring. So in this time I also try to use here the Sentinel-5 satellite imagery, and I also try to show you that how you can easily calculate the or monitor some of the parameters, just sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, or carbon monoxide, actually which data will be available in Google Earth Engine. For we can also try to calculate or monitoring the land cover air quality. Okay, then we also discuss about the filtering and displaying the Sentinel-2 imagery and calculated the NDWI. And previous day we also try to discuss about the Landsat 8 satellite imagery, how you can easily filter and display it. And today's session I will try to show you that how you can easily filtering and displaying the Sentinel-2 imagery, and after this using this imagery how you can easily calculate the NDWI. Okay, so first of all we will try start from the land cover classification map. So land cover classification map is the, we can say that it is the observe the biophysical cover of the earth surface, and we use the land cover and land use data for documentation. And we also try to show you that the trends of the land use change, we can easily determine it. Okay, so first of all, what's the process to make the land cover classification map in Google Earth Engine? So you can, this process is the same for all of the satellite imagery or all of the region. You can follow this procedure, then you can easily make the land cover classification map. So our first step is that you need to selecting your region of interest. Okay, so first of all you select your region of interest, and we can select the region of interest different way. We already know that if you want you can easily upload your own shape file. Okay, you can easily upload it, then you can use it as a region of interest. So your first step is that you need to selecting your region of interest, then you need to, then second step is that choosing and filtering the image collection. Okay, this image can be Landsat or Sentinel. Okay, just you choose your image and then you filter this image collection. Then you need to collecting the training point. Okay, you can collect the some training points. Suppose you collect the training point for the urban, you collect the training point for the water, you collect the training point for the vegetation. Okay, you collecting the training point, then you need to merging the training point. Okay, you need to merge all of the training point. Okay, then you need to make a training data set by sample regions. You make a training data set using this merging training point. You make a training data set by sample regions. Okay, and then you need to create the classifier. Okay, and Google Earth Engine has a different type of classifier will be available. It can be classification and regression classifier, it can be random forest classifier, it can be minimum distance classifier. Actually lot of classifier will be available here, but in this time this is our introductory part, so that's why I will know in the depth in the classifier. In this time I will select only one classifier and try to make the land cover classification map. Okay, and this land cover classification map has a full course about the all of the classifier, all of the things we will complete it in our the advanced courses. So anyone, if you want to interest this course, then you can contact with me and I will give you the time so that you can also join with me this advanced course for land cover classification map in Google Earth Engine. But this is our introductory part, so that's why I will know in the go depth in the land cover classification map, and in this time I will try to show you a project so that you can I hope after completing this session you can easily make the any land cover classification map. Okay, so then you need to create the classified image, then you display the result. So this is our step. We follow those steps and make the land cover classification map in Google Earth Engine platform. So I just simply open my code editor and try to show you the practically so that you can easily understand. Okay, so this is our code editor, and our first step is that, okay, so this is our code editor. Our first step is that we need to selecting your region of interest. Okay, so first of all you can just upload your own asset in your shapefile or boundary shapefile in your asset. So here I already uploaded this shapefile. So now I simply use this boundary shapefile for Dhaka city, and I want to make the land cover classification map for the Dhaka city. Okay, so I simply click to the import, then this shapefile will be imported in my code editor, and now I want to show this result, and I also change this default variable name table. I change it and gave this name is the ROI. Okay, I gave this variable name ROI, and now I want to display this my shapefile area. I want to find the shapefile area or display this shapefile area. I simply use here the map.add layer function, and we already discussed a lot of time about this function. So I hope you in this time you can easily understand. In this time my object name is that ROI. I just put it ROI and I simply remove all of these things. Okay, and then I also focusing the center of the shapefile. So that's why I simply use here the map.center object. Okay, and then in this time my object name is ROI, and I also define the zoom level is simply 10, and on complete it not needed for this time I simply remove it. Okay, and now I simply click to the run. So I simply you can see this is our boundary and this is the Dhaka city. So now I want to make the land cover classification map for this area or boundary. Okay, so this is our first step for selecting our region of interest or ROI. Then our second step is that you filtering your Landsat or Sentinel imagery. You want to filter it. Okay, suppose in this time I want to work with this Landsat image. So I simply search in the top of the code editor. I simply search here Landsat 8 top of atmospheric. I simply search here, and here you can get, so I simply search here the Landsat 8 TOA. Okay, what is the problem? So I simply search here the data set, Landsat can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, sure.
I think has some network issue probleming, so that's why. Okay, so I simply use this data collection. So in this time I will charge this data set, but it will not, why it is not appeared here. In this time I hope in here the some technical issue or some developer issue, so that's why in this time when I search at the Landsat 8 it will not appear it. So that's why I simply go to this Earth Engine dataset catalog and I simply copy this collection snippet. Okay, and now I use now I filtered this image collection for my specific. So first of all you can see here I imported this here. So now I simply call a variable, then I gave this variable name is the image. After this I simply call this dataset because this variable stored my whole collection of Landsat satellite images. I simply paste it this variable name, and after this, and I first of all, and this I will already discuss about this. First of all I use here the filter bounds function. Okay, and filter bounds function, it's intersecting this whole collection with my region of interest, and my region of interest shapefile variable name is ROI. I simply put here the ROI, and after this I want to filter it the specific suppose I want to need only for those images which will not be the more than 1% cloud cover. So that's why